It is very difficult for children to handle a divorce. Some are more mature than others. Occasionally, one parent may be bad mouthing, disparaging the other, so that can have an effect on how the child is able to develop a healthy relationship with the other parent. That's why it's important is to realize that as just as it is stressful for the parents to separate, to divorce, it is just as stressful for the children. Sometimes they may feel that it's their fault. That's why the policy of Texas is to consider the best interest of the children, and that's what also parents should be doing, consider the best interest of the children even after the divorce. If they see that a child, which is not that rare, starts suffering in their grades, in how they socialize with others, and a number of symptoms, it is very recommended that they take the kids to counseling, family counseling, just so they can adapt and understand better what's happening. How much and what to tell the kids about the divorce varies depending on the maturity of the kids. Some kids, especially considering their age, may be in a better position to understand what's happening, but not all of them. Sometimes they may be very attached to one of the parents. Sometimes they just suffer because they see that the situation is stressful at home. So for those cases, we certainly recommend that professional help is sought so that the kids can cope with the situation. I think the most important thing is the respect towards the other party, to understand that the reason for the differences between both spouses or parties have usually nothing to do with the children. And even if it did, they're just minors. But usually it's differences between the parents, and that is independent of the children's relationship with each of them. I would encourage respect, not bad mouthing the other person, and always making them available to comply with the terms of the custody and visitation order. If the judge orders that a child should be ready for one parent to pick it up at certain time, should be ready at that time. If the parent has the right to visit and pick up a child for dinner on Thursdays, should be ready for dinner on Thursdays. Same thing for the weekends, when the child is should be made available for pickup or visitation by the other parent. Should be available by them. Really, one parent should not be interfering with the rights of the other parent. Whether a child should attend therapy depends on the maturity of the child and how they're taking it. My profession is an attorney, and I have received legal training, but not psychological training. So that is something that I would defer to a psychologist. An assessment would be very recommended if at any time a parent believes that a child is being affected, not only for the divorce, but for anything. If they're not developing socially um, in an age appropriate way, I would certainly take my children a to a psychologist for counseling or evaluation if necessary. If you have any questions about how to help your children thrive after divorce, contact the law office of Mario Varela.